Every sale's the same, right? Well, why? Because we take control. We make it the same. We take immediate control of the sale, and you have 4 seconds to do it. That's it. You are being judged in those first 4 seconds. Your prospect lays eyes on you. They see you, they rip you apart, they put you back together, they've judged each piece, and based on that, they say to themselves, either this person is number 1, sharp as a tack, they're sharp on the ball. Number 2, they're enthusiastic. What they have must be good. They seem enthusiastic about it. And number 3, most important of all, an expert in your field. Let me repeat that one more time here. Those are called the 3 things that must line up in the first 4 seconds. You got 4 seconds. Number 1, you must be perceived as being sharp as a tack. You're sharp, you're on the ball, you're a born problem solver. Number 2, you're enthusiastic as hell. Enthusiastic as hell, meaning what you have must be good. Now, I'm not talking about that bullshit over the top. Oh my God, my things are. That's over the top nonsense enthusiasm. It's not what I mean. I'm talking about something called bottled enthusiasm. It could be a whisper. It's beneath the surface, but it's powerful, it's strong. And lastly, and most important of all, you are an expert in your field. Sharp as a tack, enthusiastic, an expert in your field, meaning that you are someone that knows their shit. You are an expert, and what do we do when we're in the position or in the presence of experts? What do? We defer. We've been trained since we're yay big to defer to experts. When we were very young, our parents took us to the doctor when we were sick, right? And even our own parents would defer. We're like, wow, this is a very special guy. He's been to school. The doctor would ask us questions. We would answer. We don't interrupt them. When we are in presence of experts, we defer. You must be perceived as sharp as a tack, enthusiastic as hell, an expert in your field. I'm going to take a sip here. Expert in your field. If you're not perceived this way, what happens? The prospect tries to take control. When we believe that we're dealing with a novice, someone who's dull, not enthusiastic, we will take control. And what I realized that first night I invented the straight line back in 1988, believe it or not, this is what I realized. I had a certain way of talking, a certain way of acting that commanded authority. People knew they were in the presence of an expert, and because of that, they would defer to me. I was able to take control of the conversation, and once I had control, I could then make every sale. I could follow a certain roadmap to closing everyone using the same technique. If the prospect is in control, how could you do that? You can't use any technique because you don't know what's coming next. The first step in what's called the straight line syntax is you must take immediate control of the sale. You must take control, because what's really happening in the mind of the prospect, and it happens in those first 4 seconds, they say, this is a person worth listening to. That's what this chunks up to say. You know what? He's sharp, enthusiastic, she's sharp, enthusiastic, expert. They are worth listening to because he or she can help me achieve my goals. They can help me get what I want. That's why people listen to you. We seek out experts to solve our problems, eliminate our pain. You must be perceived this way. When you are, what happens? They defer. So watch. Number 1, you got 4 seconds. You must sound this way. This time you must be perceived. The prospect says, wow, this person's an expert in their field. They're sharp. Wow. I'm going to defer. They probably can help me get what I want. They're experts. I've been taught that it's respectful to defer to an expert. So now that gives you the opportunity to take control. You then take control and you use that to start asking questions. And you ask those questions in a very specific way, using certain tonalities, and you start building massive rapport that way.